Look at 3 ways mindfulness affects the mind. 1. Heightened state of awareness. For centuries, mindfulness has been used to heighten or increase our state of awareness by connecting with the present moment. Most of us go throughout our days identifying with our subconscious thoughts. Because of this, we are constantly thinking about what we did yesterday and what we need to do tomorrow. This causes us to get so caught up in the past and the future that we abandon the idea of the present moment altogether. We lose our sense of awareness, of ourself and of the environment we are in. When we practice mindfulness, on the other hand, this very same sense of awareness is heightened, as opposed to being suppressed. Our sense of self becomes heightened, and we become more self-aware. Our sense of the surrounding environment becomes heightened, and we become more aware of our surroundings. When we connect with the present moment, or practice mindfulness, our mind truly becomes more consciously active. It's as if mindfulness introduces us to a more flavorful world, one where colors are brighter and where we notice things we too often overlook. 2. Thought acceptance and emotional regulation. When we take a mindful approach to our thoughts, we take an objective perspective on the part of ourselves that we would otherwise be subjective to. This allows us to disengage with them or pull our sense of identity away from them. We go from identifying as our thoughts to the one identifying them. By taking our sense of identity away from these thoughts, we regain control over the emotions we experience because of them. Mindfulness is paying attention to the present moment on purpose, with a kind and non-judgmental attitude. When we are mindful, we calmly accept the thoughts and feelings that arise within ourselves as opposed to suppressing them. The act of resisting these thoughts is what leads to unregulated emotions. So it makes sense that becoming more accepting of them, we tighten the reins on the corresponding emotions. Like going from the passenger seat to the driver's seat of our own mind, mindfulness allows us to slip out of the seat of our emotional self and experience our emotions from a new perspective. 3. Stress and anxiety reduction. Mindfulness reduces stress and anxiety in various ways. For example, mindfulness physically hampers the stress response of your brain. It reduces activity in the part of our brain known as the amygdala, which is central to switching on our stress response. By decreasing activity in this part of our brain, we disable our mind's ability to produce stress as effectively. This allows us to be more accepting of how we feel and to stop resisting the things that were causing the stress. One reason stress and anxiety can take over quickly is because we are constantly in a state of trying to run away from it. The thing is, if we could just take a moment to stop avoiding the thoughts and emotions that are after us, we find unexpected relief. It's as if removing the burning desire to no longer feel the way we do is the very thing that allows us to stop feeling that way, as if stress and anxiety feed off of our resistance to them, and by just allowing them to be, we starve them to death. Think about it. If you weren't fighting to get away from your stress and anxiety, would it be such a bad thing? If you genuinely hampered your desire for the stress and anxiety to be gone, how much of it would be left? Because that is what's happening when we practice mindfulness.